Now, okay, the scenario is, this is the scenario from customer. Okay, before going to this, is there any questions from previous sessions on MSMP? Any questions? Anybody? Okay, I'll take it as no. And, okay, this is the scenario customer requirement where new account and change account. Okay, so this will be start manually. So there is no any integration from ticketing tool to GRC. Either a user will submit the request or manager will submit the request on behalf of user. So either a self or others will submit the request. So this will control the authorization JRC request type. So that anyway we will provide access to users. Now the requirement for new account and change account approval process is manager must approve all requests prior to moving next step. Okay. The first stage. Okay, we'll draw new account. Change account. Okay, first stage would be manager for all the roles. I'll make it manager. Manager must approve all the requests prior moving to next step. So manager stage is common for new account and change account. So I just maintain here. So now second, if the role is critical, then it has to go to approver. If not, proceeded to next step. Okay. Here, new account, change account, role is critical. Okay. So role is critical, then it has to go to role owner. Okay. New account and change account if role is not critical. So only manager approval is fine. Okay. Till now, new account, change account, role is critical, manager and role owner. If role is not critical, only manager approval. Proceeded to next step. Agree? Any questions?
Yes, Girish.
Yeah. Now, SOD check. Okay. Here, we have two choices. Since it is a requirement, we need to discuss further with the business. But assuming SOD check mainly with if role is critical at the role owner stage, we can routing to SOD owner approval. Okay. If risks. Also, sometimes this is ideal scenario. If not, proceed to next step. But sometimes the ideal scenario is the role path, diversion path mainly on critical. Okay, role criticality. Okay. If the role is critical, manager, role owner. If risks, additional SOD path. Suppose if role is not critical, only manager approval is fine. assume sometimes the role is critical, but manually you have maintained the role criticality is low. In this case, what will happen? Only manager approval is fine, and there is no mandatory to perform the risk analysis. There is a chance of SOD, sorry, the critical role will assigned without SOD check. This is ideal scenario, some kind of negative testing. Maybe we can suggest here also SOD path, meaning we can divert requests at manager stage only in the second trigger condition. If risks, then SOD. Okay, but this scenario is not mentioned, is not covered here. If not, proceed to next step. Just decide. But we can suggest based on our experience, since we are human beings, there might be a chance for future. There is a possibility of chance. So we will perform negative testing, and since we are GRC SME, we can suggest to customer this will, in case any human errors, even though human errors, it will be go to SOD approval, so that we will, the system is compliant and we will not face any audit issues. Okay, you understand this scenario? Any questions? Hello, am I audible?
Yeah, Girish. Can you go back to the screen? Yeah. So, role is critical manager role one, discuss what you want.
Okay, we have basically two parts, and
Right.
one is a manager approval. If criticality role, then it will goes to role owner approval. Still here, manager and role owner if it is critical. If role is not critical, then only manager approval is fine. Now, on the SOD check, if SOD then go to controller, otherwise it will approve. It will proceed to next step, means it will approve. So, assume if the role is critical, without SOD, manager and role owner. So, this is original path. SOD will be routing path. Okay. If role is not critical, only one stage, manager approval. And if the, since it is role is not critical, then automatically it will approve. But the complete system or condition, trigger condition or role assignment or approval process is based on criticality, role criticality. So we will additionally suggest to business, we will enable routing even though non-critical path, and we will route the request in case of any SOD, then it will goes to SOD path. This is the additional path which we will suggest to customer, because there might be a chance the role criticality might not maintained properly. Because of that, the critical role will be assigned after manager approval to users without any SOD check.
So why would you not even put role owner here, irrespective?
No, that is not the customer condition, na?
No, that's what he spoke to me when he told me that. Okay.
No.
Okay.
Role is critical. See, this condition is a future reference, not ideal. If you are using this condition, then you can use only one path. Now, why you are diverting two paths? Right? If any mistake will happen, then only this will be enabled. Otherwise, if it is compliant, then only manager approval is fine. See, the default
Okay, I
role.
got you. I got you. I got you. I
Default
got you.
role
I
are
got you.
generic role. Generic role doesn't have a risks. Why we would need a role owner approval for that, right?
Okay.
Yeah, that is the reason. Okay, and this is
Yeah.
a additional condition which we will suggest to customer. Okay, now
Okay.
there are some additional requirements which I have maintained here. These are not customer requirements, but additionally we have discussed orally, but we will try to merge these additional requirements into our scenario. The manual system should separate approval path. Should be separate approval path. Assume there is a manual system. I think last time only we just mentioned a manual, but we have not configured. We'll try to configure one system. What are the conditions and how we can route this system? We'll try with that. Okay. Since the manual system, it is a system based condition, then automatically, so now we will draft our initiator rule conditions. Okay. First, request type. Okay. Second, role criticality. Third one, we have added additional a manual system. So it is a system based condition. So system. Okay. Rest is common. Rule result and item. Request type, new or change account. Role criticality, critical, non-critical. Okay. Now a system, if it is a manual and automatic system. So based on the system, you can trigger. These two are output conditions. One is a mapping and second one is the trigger. Okay. Any questions? One or two. So here is critical. Okay. System. Any system. Okay. If you want, you can maintain system, or if you don't want to maintain system, then you can leave empty. We'll see. Get critical. Okay. Get underscore critical. Okay. Now, so one or two criticality is, you can say low, then it is Z low. This is trigger value is Z low. Okay. Request type, criticality based on the system. Okay. Now, request type 1 or 2, criticality. Okay. If you want to maintain a system, because we don't have a risk analysis for non-SAP systems, assume. So we can make it as empty and we can check the G tool. I have configured one system for today's session and Z manual. So Z underscore manual. So meaning this is, assume this is non-SAP system. So for non-SAP systems, generally what we will do, we will last stage should be security, last stage, and there are few conditions we need to do configuration that we will discuss only for this particular system. Okay, agree with me?
And 3 and 4 would be the same, right? It's the same.
Sorry.
Sorry, for the lock unlock one path
No,
and
no.
5 here.
Yeah. I'm not coming to that till we are in new account and change. Yeah, that is very easy. One minute. So also we have not covered this scenario, but I'm just discuss some theory. So sometimes what will happen in the system, the approvers may went vacation or a leave, long leave or vacation or business trip sometimes. So they will delegate their GRC request. We have a facility to delegation approval. So approver delegates to another owner. So the request will be diverted. Suppose it needs to goes to role owner A. Because of delegation, it will goes to role owner B. Okay, we have that facility as well. Okay, where we can see that as a admin, we can set up delegation here. Access management, admin delegation. If we receive any email, we can delegate the person A to person B. I think admin. Okay. This person. We will mention the validity period. Suppose say 25 to 29, 1 week. Make it active and both. There is a bug. AC will not work. You need to select both for this particular screen. Okay. So we will whatever the delegation approver details here, delegated approver details here. This is admin delegation. So you can delegate, but since as an admin we can do that, but as a person, suppose I am delegate to some other person my own. So the same screen I can select whom should I need to delegate. So I can select and I can provide the details. In case as a approver, I can delegate my own delegation that will be in the my home screen. This is a part of training. We can train to the approvers, the facility. Any questions on approver delegation?
So this is mandatory, right? You should always have that, correct?
See, otherwise what will happen? The request will stay long time. As an admin, we need to forward the request. We need to forward the request to some role owner B. That's it. Instead of we are forwarding, it is kind of a audit compliance issue. So we will always request approvers to delegate their delegation in case of they are traveling, they are in the business trips. Otherwise, they need to submit incident. Based on the incident, as a admin, we will perform the delegation.
So Girish, just question out of curiosity, why are we discussing this point at this example?
Okay, suppose whenever the approver might delegate some request, okay, delegate to some other approver, okay,
correct.
You need to check the approver may complain the request will not exist in approver's working box. It may divert automatically. If delegation is there, it will divert to role owner B working box. Okay, that sometimes may not capture audit log. So to cover that scenario, I just mentioned the complete details here. There is a possibility approvers they can delegate. So while we are checking the details, you may have to check is there any delegation initiated to particular person, so that during the troubleshooting you can check role owner B. Okay.
Okay.
But in delegation case, suppose A is making B as a, approver, delegated. Okay, so B should have everything, right? He should be like, or should have role owner setup, right?
Yes, yes. Yep.
Owner
Yeah,
uh,
yeah.
roles and everything, right?
Yes, yes, yes. Access
Okay.
should be there.
Mm-hmm.
Appropriate access and the delegation access control owners maintenance everything. That is the reason I have used the word backup or alternate owner earlier.
Agree. This should be a part of best practice, right?
Yeah, definitely. This is kind of one of the best practice. You can force them. See, approver went vacation 15 days, then it is not good. The request will struck 15 days at same person, right?
Yeah, and also this is for everything, right? So not just on access provisioning, and also firefighter also, right?
Yeah, everything.
So
everything. Just
everything actually.
The
Yeah.
delegation approver, then there might be a scenario will exist. We have to check the troubleshooting.
Girish, question. I go away on leave today and from Monday morning, okay, and the request goes on today and you don't see it. So it will be pending in his inbox, right? Even if you have a delegation, just starts from next.
The delegation, yeah, that request will forward. That is the reason. Before whatever the starting day, we can ask them to submit a delegation.
Okay.
I think Girish, I think Malvin has a good point. I think so. It won't check the date, right? The day, the meaning. Like, let us say, today I have 10 requests in my inbox. Okay, tomorrow I have one or 5 requests. So when you say like is effective from tomorrow. So the 10 requests what we have already in the inbox, so he cannot approve it.
That it should be approved.
Yeah.
That their responsibility, right?
Who should approve? So delegator can approve, right? Everything.
Approver only. No. The first 10 requests it want to go. As soon as you have delegated, then it will start trigger to other approver, not the before request.
Okay, so I thought the whole inbox goes there.
No.
To redirected.
No. As soon as we enable the delegation, the request will go to role owner A working box. Instead of that, because of delegation, it will goes to role owner B approval. Okay.
Okay, got it. Yeah.
But Girish, when you set up the MSMP, correct, there is a maintain path. There is the option that how many minutes or how that could be in the approval.
That is anyway, it is there, but that is escalation. It is there.
No, what Mamprit is saying that maybe he will be up from Monday, but after certain time, then it will goes to the next approver if somebody is assigned for Mamprit when he is off. Correct?
No. You can consider sometimes the access request will make it 7 days or 5 days. Okay, the complete week will go away, right? Unnecessarily, the request will struck almost a week. 5 days after escalation period. Request still exists with role owner A.
No, no, but in the escalation, you can set up the time frame, correct? That
That's what
how
I'm
long
saying.
that request will be there.
It is not hours. It is not at least minimum 3 to 4 days. Minimum
Okay.
yeah, minimum 3 days, definitely. Okay, till now it is okay.
Grish, you say minimum 3 days. Is there a parameter for this? I can't recall.
I will show. Not
Okay,
parameter.
okay.
We need to convert it into minutes and we have to update.
Okay, okay, okay.
Yeah, there is an option. Yeah.
Okay, this point we'll discuss later. We'll discuss this point. Okay, and in case during the request submission, risk analysis should be performed during the request submission. In this parameter, in this such a scenarios, what we have to do is we have a one parameter, but the drawback of this parameter is it will perform the risk analysis during the request submission. It will sometimes it will hit database, and if it is more risks, okay, then it may take some time to submit the request. So because of for system performance, generally this will not set. Okay, so we have a parameter 1071, the parameter yes. So while setting this parameter, this will check whether the risks are exist or not, and it will perform during the request submission. Do anything. Okay.
No,
Manpreet,
Grish, you told me because of system performance, this parameter does not work or there's a delay, right?
no, it may delay. If you set this
So,
parameter, then it will hit the database every time. It will check the complete user history against risks, and
mhm.
it will suppose if it is combination of systems, suppose GRC is integrated and this user is exist in 4 5 systems, so it will
Right.
perform the risk analysis on all the consolidated all the systems, and it will try to
So,
run the
But
risk analysis, compare with the new roles with
okay,
existing. So
existing.
it may take some time to submit the request. One is delay the time. Second is it will hit database. It will gather information from so many. Okay, but
Yeah, Girish. So we use this 1071, Girish. So the you said it's a drawback, right? But companies, every company use this one or no?
no,
One zero
it's
seven
not
one.
like that everybody. But see, that depends. Everybody will
no,
perform the risk
Grish,
analysis on role owner, but in case customer required, okay, for Manpreet, your case, the customer is required. That is the reason I have started this parameter. Okay.
no, but Grish, think about it for a minute. Let's assume there is only one system, which is development system, GRC connected to development system. And let's say you put this parameter yes. So it will take some time. And if there are many risks, it will take time. For what?
Okay.
My question.
The same
So
scenario.
what?
I will the same scenario. I will convey. Suppose you are saying it
Okay.
is a development system. I'll assign SAP all and SAP new. Okay.
I
You are
see.
you
Okay.
are performing the risk analysis. Okay. It will take some time, right?
Hey, but risk.
No, it will take some time, right? Definitely.
Right. For development, it's okay. But in QA production, you will not be getting SAP all,
No,
no?
that's okay. That's what I'm saying. See, it will change scenario to scenario. Okay. But definitely it will, okay, suppose take the same scenario in the production system. Okay. You have requested one role. since your account is exist already, you have combination of 4 or 5 roles. Okay. Now you have
Okay.
requested another role. Then it needs to check the combination, right? Role A against
Right.
role E, role B against role E, role C against role E, role D against role E. So the
Okay.
combinations it needs to check at authority, action level and permission level, right? That will also hit
Yeah.
some table and grab some data, collect some data and perform the risk analysis.
Okay.
See, HANA database, I won't any comment, but Oracle database definitely.
No, we don't have Oracle database. We don't have Oracle. We have HANA database.
No, I'm just giving example. It may change. It may check the
Yeah,
database.
So
everything.
the
Okay.
reason what he told me, the reason what he told me was he doesn't want manager role owner to perform because it is already done. They can see if there's risk or not risk. Managing it, see if there's a risk, he can cancel it. Role owner can also do that.
See, that is the reason
I'm keeping that in mind.
I have not mentioned any conditions here, like what we have maintained in the earlier examples. I have not prepared presentation like this. Okay, we'll go with this parameter. We'll see. Okay.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Okay. For this, I have enabled parameter request submission during risk analysis. Okay.
Okay.
Now we have set all the conditions. The request type. This is the decision table. So we will create a custom initiator with the requirements, business requirements, request type, criticality, system, the item key and rule result. Now, additionally, other conditions are very simple. Like if it is EAM access, then it should be, I'm considering 06. I don't know. I think it was changed to 5. I need to check the request type, but criticality I have not mentioned. I have not mentioned any system. So JAD EAM JAD underscore EAM. Then deprovisioning, the request manually start, eventually allow managers to submit, and there is no approval process for deprovisioning. Suppose say deprovisioning is 5. So irrespective of system, but we have a manual system. We'll see. I will mention ECC as of now because we have a condition.
So
manual system.
they just want to log the user, basically log the user.
Yeah, manual system is different. So we have 2 conditions. G12 would be a different request type, and automation it will automatically complete. So JAD depro JAD underscore depro. Okay. Okay. Why basically 2 conditions means for any manual system we must add security stage, at least security stage, to perform the activities and manually approve the request. See, for manual systems anyway, we don't have a firefighter concept. And for account unlock, so manager must approve the request. So here again, I think unlock is 4. So again, this is 2, request 4. Then auto unlock underscore unlock You agree with me? So request for provisioning manual separate, for firefighter only EAM. For deprovisioning we have two conditions. One is auto approval and second one is it needs to be triggered to security team. Similarly, for unlock, manager should approve, and even this either we can set for manager or we can set for security. Two stage, that depends. Okay. Any questions on the initiator rule? Now we need to create initiator rule. Okay. So Msmp rules workflow, define Msmp rules. Here's access request, initiator rule. The rule ID is JAD. So basically okay, since I know the complete details, so we will start here itself. Request to type role criticality, right? So it won't exhaust. We need to select from role attributes. Okay, basically I have selected one so that at least a decision table will create.
There was criticality there, Grish.
No, not the
No,
not the item.
I saw. When you click the BF item, no, the other one.
No. That,
the
that
one
is
below.
output parameter, not initial. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So at least the decision table will create. Okay. Execute.
But I'm saying when you click the item, if you open it, there is a criticality mentioned there.
That's what we can check. We can create now.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
And one more thing, since it is belongs to role criticality, we have to perform one more step in the
SPR.
access control. Role management, it is role specify criticality levels. Okay, we have a high, medium, low. Okay, since it is a standard coming with busy set, so we will use high and low. Okay, only high or low.
But I thought it had four critical role also. Somebody removed it.
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
We'll say high and low. Okay. So for that, what we have to do is we have an additional step. So let me, I will change critical. Okay, the role methodology. Okay, I think we have discussed and we have changed. We have to change role properties. Okay, so for that if you observe, the standard role methodology has 7 stages, and one of the stages is request approval. Since we have not configured BRM, so it will trigger BRM workflow and we cannot do anything. So that is the reason. I think during the session, might be we have changed it to new methodology, which has only 2 stages. So definition and provisioning. So for any roles, now what we have to do is just click on edit. First reapply methodology, then it will convert to our original 2 stage. Methodology cannot be reset. You reset the current stage. Control does not exist or what? No, generally I don't know this. We can convert all the roles. 1 minute. When this is complete. This is the first.
Please pick another role and check.
No. Wait. What
Yeah,
is the error? At least we can see, right?
I couldn't read. What is it saying?
It is saying that as a derived role, you cannot change that. Okay, you need to change at master role level. Change it to business roles and composite roles, and this error is new to me. Let's try a single role. So, this is a single role. Let's see. No, this is a single role also. Okay, it is saying that some derived roles are there because
Yeah, I think dependency, that's why.
yeah.
So find the matching master role and try it there.
No. I think everything should be converted. Methodology reapplied successfully. Yeah. I think there is no dependency. I need to check this issue. So first we'll just change the methodology, then close it, then again we need to open, then save and continue. It will automatically complete. So it should be complete status.
So where is the criticality here?
1 minute.
Okay.
So this is we have changed details, properties, okay. Edit, hide, okay. Save and continue. Should comes to complete status. So this is complete. Properties. Now definition. definitely they should have risk assume. So properties, edit, we apply methodology. So we'll roll at least this one. Apply methodology. Come on. This is already two-stage. Okay. Properties low. So now we have jet basis underscore admin. Okay. This is low. Okay. Second one is now jet basis.
Hi.
There should be risk. So now I'm preparing the input master data. I have created one role to do the testing, to perform testing. So developed, we have created master data. So I'm performing the risk analysis because it has also a requirement where automatically perform the risk analysis and it needs to trigger to SOD in case of any risks. So
So Girish, then in the criticality, there should be only two, high and low. In medium one, you'll have to take it out, right?
we'll take it out. Yeah, 1 minute. We have one role. That role will change now. This is always a trigger for us. So we'll try to add this role. Yeah. So good. We have three scenarios. One is low, so it has to go to manager approval. And second one is high, it has to go to manager and role owner approval. Now this is high, it has to go to manager, role owner, then SOD. So we'll see. Okay. So first one will goes to manager approval. Second one, if the role is criticality checked, then it has to goes to approval, manager and role owner. Third role, it needs to goes to manager, role owner, even SOD is there, then it has to goes to SOD check, SOD approval. Okay. Now we have a test data ready. This is also not required as of now, but we need to change to role criticality level for one of the role. So this role properties,
What are you trying to do, Grish? I'm confused.
okay, we have not changed the third role, right? We have changed only two roles.
Yeah, so you have
Third
to
role we have
go,
not changed, na?
yeah, you have to go to role maintenance and do it there, right?
I'm
You
doing,
showed.
na? Wait.
Okay.
Edit, properties, so high. Oh, thank you. Otherwise I need to check another role unnecessarily. First close. Okay. Then the property high. Save and continue. This is not changed. Okay. We have a three roles. One is low, one is high, one is high with critical. We have prepared the master data, right? Now, okay. So this is a new initiator role with decision table. Edit. Now, table settings, we need to change the values. Okay, first I will remove the columns nest. I will add the criticality level. So, total criticality level I have added. Now, we need system as well. So, Come on. Okay. Anything to have a system. So request type, criticality level, connector. So request type, role criticality, system. Item key, rule result value is the common. So item key, rule result value. Our decision table headers are selected. Now adding, sorry, inserting rows. Direct value input, request 001, insert include condition 002, create and new account. Now
So, Grish, should we do it separately or in one? Better like that?
since the conditions are same, why you need a separate? If the requirement change account has a separate workflow path, then
Then
we
do.
can
Okay.
create a separate trigger conditions, right? So criticality level high. Then system. Since we know system, oh my goodness. Yes. Then it is joined. Okay, I can see critical. Critical. So I need to capture this and press.
Could do that. Yeah, let me double check and see if he was part of that. That's good point. Did your push already happen?
We go to.
Because no, I didn't.
Somebody is saying something. No, 001. 002. Okay, this is I'm selecting now temporary low and system is since we have a one system, so I can otherwise we have a different system. Generally, the system is not there, so manually we'll include that. If we have multiple systems, we're just maintain conditions not equal to any particular system, exclude that system and include all other systems like that. So JAD no. JAD underscore no. So I'm capturing this. Now the input conditions are completed. Now we have a manual separate condition. 001 include condition 002 and criticality level, any criticality level, but system we have only G12. G12. So subject manual referral input z underscore okay. Now big row. I need to check the request type. So deprovisioning is 003. Okay. Now criticality is not required. System. Suppose this one. Get the drop. But just got the conditions for at least complete. So unlock. So the other condition is unlock. Unlock is digital of system again. Right. Unlock. Unlock deprovision 555. Super user 612. So irrespective of criticality, and again we have a system specified auto boarding system. So we will select the system and get EA underscore. Now we have unlock. Okay. Step. G12. Now the last one, deprovisioning. Okay. So for this, what will happen? G12. So with this G12. Oh. Okay, we have completed all the trigger conditions. Any questions on this? So for new account and change account, 3 parts: firefighter, deprovisioning, unlock. We have completed all the decision table trigger conditions. Any questions here? Check, save, activate. Okay. Edit, check, save, activate. Function activated. Now general, this is the initiator ID. We have to capture from function. Z underscore man underscore IMI. So this is the initiator name. Now application, edit, check, save, activate. So decision table is ready, right? Any questions on decision table BRF plus? Now change 845. We will use the same initiator rule. Now since it is initiator rule, so we have to update in Msmp second stage. Add. So rule ID, description, BRF plus plug by rule kind is initiate. So rule ID, rule description, flat rule, initiator, added. Now Save. Okay. Select the initiator role. This is 7. Now we need to add a trigger conditions as a rule result value. So first we have to add a critical. Oh my god, no copy. Get critical. Add Z underscore low. Z low. Z underscore manual. Now Z depot. Z depot underscore depot. Z depot. Z man depot. Z underscore man. Underscore unlock. 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 Come on. Underscore now. So okay, done. So we have added all the rule result values for our custom initiator ID. So we have added all the trigger conditions as a rule result values. Now what we have to do is we have to change to our custom initiator rule. So the same will reflect once we refresh. Okay, so role and we have added whatever the rule result values. Then we have changed our process initiator as our custom initiator rule. Okay.
Girish, I have a question. We should have done this first, then selected that, and then added that, right?
No, we can do
You
it
should have created. You should have.
either way.
Oh, you can still do that otherwise.
Either way. It's not a harm. Okay.
What?
It doesn't have any harm.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Now. Okay. We will use the same SOD. Maybe first what we will do. Associate what is also so first you need to delete stages, then you can delete the path, manual path, security. Okay, we will adjust this manual path. We will use the existing SOD path because we are already running time. Okay, now first we'll go back to our requirement. So role is critical, then our path is 2 stage of workflow. Okay, and get underscore critical underscore get critical. So it's a 2 stage. Add start with 6. Okay. A standard manager stage. Okay. Notifications. Now this also is not mandatory. At least for practice purpose. Work item. Current updates. So now we need to add additional stage. So
Girish, can you go to 1 second for stage? You did not have to check role and system both? No.
1 minute. What you were saying?
Over here, you need to select approve despite this.
No, manage this. That is not our condition. No? Manager anyway, they will not perform risk analysis. Why we would require manager stage?
Okay, but the approval level should be both, right? Or no, go to manager, task setting, modify task setting. So go down. So the approval level should be click that down. Oh yeah.
No,
it should be system and role or only required?
No, it's not required. Okay, now the role owner. Okay, since it is already enabled routing in the standard process.
Now here you should have all approvers. They need all approvers. All role owner approval.
Okay. So routing enable. So as in case of any SOD violation, standard detour violation, stage level, save. Then again routing enable, stage level. Okay. You are saying that risk analysis is not mandatory. We need to check, right?
Yeah. So what is Girish? Hold on. Go down under RA mandatory. Go down under.
Sorry.
No, right. Pull down menu. So I see yes. As the bottom one. What does that do?
This one.
to be honestly, yeah.
This one, it will either perform risk analysis and it will sync basically data. It will sometimes risk analysis, some issue, RFC issue, it will perform and it will check. It will compatible. If in case of any risks, it will divert. Basically,
Okay.
it will do both. Okay.
Okay.
So now you are saying that
So-
your customer requirement do not perform the risk analysis, only request submission, it will be diverted, right? Role owner will not perform the
Yeah,
risk
but when
analysis.
it role number should not perform.
Okay,
So,
we'll see that.
Girish, I have a question. Suppose there are 4 role owners, all 4 of them know that. So there
Why
you
all
have
4 owners? No. Why all
that's
4
how we want it, because they're going to be different role owners.
See,
That's the requirement. No? They want all role owners.
No. Wait. First of all, if any role, the role approver should approve. Okay, basically.
Yeah.
If you are submitting 4 roles in the same request, each role will be mapped to separate approver, right? As soon as the manager stage, it has 4 roles. Manager will approve.
Right.
Automatically, based on the role owner, it will bypass and it will automatically diverted for 4 working box. Okay.
But in the modified task setting, in the modified task setting, you don't have to.
If you set all approvers means the condition one role has 5 approvers. All approvers approve, then only it will go. Why you required all approvers condition in such a case?
Okay. I get your point.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And one more thing, before Tuhan said, right? So escalation. If suppose primary owner will not approve in some certain time, so then you can escalate to specific agent. You can maintain minutes. You need to convert complete day in minutes, 3 days or 4 days. You need to convert that in minutes. Suppose per hour 3600, 60 into 60. So similarly, you need to convert per day, 2 days, 3 days, 4 days or 5 days, so that you will maintain, and you can maintain any alternate owner or anything. So that in the role master data, you can maintain alternate owner, right? It will trigger to the respective alternate owner, which is maintained in the request. Okay. Right now, I have not maintained any escalation. Okay. Now, the first condition completed, right? Manager and role owner, 2-stage workflow, manager and role owner. Okay. I'm just saving so that I don't lose anything. Now, Z underscore below. This might be right hand revision. So it should be the only manager. Okay. Manpreet, I'm not enabling right now, even for low stage. You can have a discussion with your customer. You can suggest so that you can enable routing. Okay. This, or
okay,
if you want, we can do that. That is not a big issue. Anyway, we'll do that. Since we have already designed, right? Why we are worried? So new disconnect is not mandatory. Approve this. Okay. Critical. I just Approved is better. Now, so we have completed second one. Now, the manual path. So manual path means maybe we can set owner and security for time being, or we need to create a 3-stage if required, because customer requirement is manager has to approve it. That manual. We have a manual path. Oh, already manual path is there. Manual path. Okay, there is a manager. So I'm adding additional stages. I just need a role owner. Since my custom requirement is I don't require for manual stages, there is no SOD. So role owner, and in the task also there is no diversion. Okay, display task. And additionally add third stage should be security. So security stage. So for any manual workflow paths, ideally security stage should be exist, so that security team for auto approval, security team will manually perform the task and close the request. Now for unlock for ECC is unlock. Manager must approve the request. So only one stage. Manager must approve. I just want to manager stage. Okay, unlock. So only manager stage. Now firefighter is already there. So deprovisioning. Deprovisioning auto approve. So since it is auto approval, we don't require any stage. So we will not configure any of the stage. It's a default approval.
Manager approval is needed.
Now deprovisioning request, there is no approval. Deprovisioning. Eventually, manager to submit the request, lock and account expire. That's it. There is no.
He made a mistake.
No.
He made a mistake.
As per this requirement, I am configuring. That is also
Yeah, but he forgot to put that in reset. Cannot happen.
You can recheck.
You cannot lead the user without. Yeah, I'll verify that with him.
Yeah. Okay. Now, so we need to do mapping. Okay. Fine. Just saving. So in this mapping, because our initiator rule has changed. So add rule ID. So manual initiator rule result. First we'll start with critical. So the path is critical path, right? Two-stage workflow. Come on. Result critical path. So, okay. First mapping completed till here. Now second low, add. This is our manual initiator. Low, custom initiator, then low path. So only manager approval. That is also completed. Now, so we have triggered critical and low level, right? Critical at 610. So 610. Low path is manager. So 800. So since already SOD path is exist, default SOD agent. So we have already SOD agent path is exist. So I'm using the same because of time constraint. Add SOD violation, standard SOD violation rule result value. From path is jet critical. On what stage we are looking? Proloner stage. That is 610, I believe. 610. Diversion path is SOD path. Okay. Now again, rule ID, SOD violation, rule result, SOD path, and path is low path. Stage number is 800. Diversion path is SOD path. See, right? We have satisfied the risks. Normal path has two stages and critical as non-critical as manager stage. If risks, then SOD. If risks, then SOD. Completed. Okay. Now add. Suppose initiator rule, jet manual, path is manual path, 3-stage. Okay. Now add again custom initiator, this time unlock. Path is Z unlock path. Manager approval. Again, rule ID, custom initiator, rule result, deprovisioning. Path is Z deprovisioning. So, custom initiator, rule result is Z manual deprovisioning. I think this we cannot configure. Sorry, I have not configured this. Sorry. I forgot to configure. Manual path, Z unlock path. Okay, let me. Okay, first let me complete this. Activate new version generated. So we have two pending. One is unlock manual, unlock deprovision. These two are pending. We'll configure that first. Let's submit request. Already we are 2 hours completed. So now access request, new account, test, other, test, low, test low, basis. Okay. Now I'm selecting role.
Grish, one question I have in my case, should you make this business process compulsory or just leave it?
No. That we'll discuss later. Okay. It's not compulsory. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So now I have selected role. Role has role owner, user details. So test low. I think it's distribution. Now here. Okay, we don't have any condition for company, employee or anything. We have completed mandatory fields. So since it is low, ideally it has to trigger to low path. So during this request submission, it has to perform risk analysis. So request submitted 26. We'll just check that. So I think it doesn't have any risk analysis. Let me refresh. Search request 26. I'm just checking audit log. See, this is triggered to low path. Okay, this is low path. Okay. We'll approve later. Now we'll submit another request. Other test critique test basis role so without risk analysis. Okay, ideally these two will go same path, but SOD only difference. We'll see. We'll approve these two requests, all requests at a time. So, test. So ideally this needs to trigger to high path because of criticality. Submit. Request submitted. Search request. This is 27. Search. So this is critical path. Okay. Now we will submit another request.
Girish, it automatically did that, right? Does it say anywhere that it performed risk analysis?
Wait. That is the reason I'm submitting because it will pick up, but it will both when you observe the both roles doesn't have risk, right? Basis. Now role, search roles, the first role, select this. Okay, this will check is there any difference. Okay, this has risks, right? We have checked.
Okay.
Okay, now it will ideally goes to critical path, but it will display risks. We'll see. No, the parameter doesn't work. Why? Enable risk calls for request submission. Ideally, it will show pop-up message. Okay, let me approve the request, then we'll see. Is there any difference? Yes. Request number 28. Search. So this is a critical path which is expected. Okay, now I am going for approving the request. First I'm checking SOD1.
So, Girish, I can't recall. In this case, did you go to manager? Manager approved it?
Manager first, then it has to go to role owner.
Yeah. Okay.
Now it is in role owner stage. Okay. The second part, role owner. Okay. Since it has a risks, we'll see how the behavior, because we have not made risk analysis is mandatory. We'll see.
But in this case, there was risk, right?
It was a risk, but we'll see how this request behaves. Yeah, now it is diverted. Even though risks, it went to SOD violation. See, that parameter has internally called, but I don't know. Why it is not showing risks? Maybe in the stage. See, after roll owner, I have not made it as mandatory, but during the request submission, it should throw risks. But which is working as expected. It went to SOD path. Maybe there might be a delay. I'm not sure. Okay. First one is SOD. It came. The critical role. Ideally, it has to approve. It doesn't comes to SOD. We'll see that. So this is approved at manager. So this is green. So ideally it will complete. So ideally the request, even though critical, doesn't risk, then it has to approve at roll owner level and request should be closed. This is critical and no SODs. Ideally this should be complete. Two stage of approval. This is. There is no SOD. So they should be complete. Now the request number 26. This is only one stage, low path, no risks. So this is green. Ideally it should complete. Finished. So the initial conditions are complete. Any questions? Probably we'll stop today. G12 I need to upload a one role and we have to do some configuration settings. Actually that was missing during the we are on hurry. Since it is a manual path, the manual task, here we have to maintain allow manual provisioning, this checkbox. We were in a hurry, I forgot to maintain here, and the system also need to be updated in maintain provisioning settings, but we'll discuss on next week whatever the few conditions which is pending, right? The testing part of this will discuss on next week.
Yeah, Girish, I think I need to watch a couple of times this one.
So we'll complete a manual part. The rest of the auto provisioning part, it is working fine, and only for manual part we'll do that. We'll perform the configuration. We'll do that. So this is how customer has gave the scenario. We'll try to convert that scenario into a simplified manner, and we will start working in the system so that our work will be very simplified and we don't have any issues while working. Okay, any questions?
Great. There is only two, scenario. Risk is low or high, right? And accordingly it will move. But we maintain that critical, right? So critical risk are not there, no?
You can say high. You can say high. see and here, right? I don't want to change the table. Then it will confuse. That's it.
So, Grish, in my case, I only need high, low, T provisioning and EAM, nothing else, right?
You can change critical and low. No. You can suggest EAM
No,
is not existing in your scenario. You can suggest EAM and
but what manual system? I don't have it. You mean for the ECC system?
That's what before I started I have mentioned the manual path which was discussed orally. That is the reason I am keeping for the session. Anyway, we are working on the scenario.
Okay.
The scenario is
okay, that is for the session, not for my case.
Not for your case. This is just we want to simplify and we can give exposure on the complete in case of any scenario which manual system exists in the customer environment. This is not for your scenario. Okay.
Yeah, I got it. Now I know my flow chart was wrong for then.
Yeah, you need to change the complete diagram. Okay, because you have
I'll correct it and send you.
Yeah, you need to change. See, as soon as the customer mentioned any requirements, based on that you need to pick up input values, and he has mentioned approval process, so that based on that you need to segregate your trigger conditions. So this has a separate requirement, this has a separate requirement, because approval paths are different. Whenever approval paths are different, you need to create as much as your ruled result values. Based on that,
So Girish, I would need to make separate flow chart for each condition.
Yes, that was I'm trying to say. That we'll discuss. Okay. Yeah, then only it will be very easy. Don't consolidate everything in one flow.
Okay, I got you.
You need to mention the scenario is critical, then you have to mention the path, and low, that also separate path. Then EAM is not exist in the scenario, so you can draw a diagram, but you can design that. And deprovisioning and this one, and last one is access certification, that is UAR process. Will have a separate standard diagram exist in the UAR document. So this needs to be triggered every year because of low users. That we'll discuss later. Okay. Anyway, next week we will have a discussion on UAR complete process. Okay. I need to develop. I need to create some. I've created a system, but I need to import some roles for the manual process and also UAR purpose. We'll pick up some roles. We'll see. Okay. Any questions from final call? Any questions from any?